Hello, my name is Francis Nedvedek, Principal Technology Analyst at AutoSens Research. You are watching AutoSens Insights. Today, we are with Matt Barr, Automotive Technologies Manager at Labsphere. So Matt, can you tell us something about Labsphere?
Hi, Francis. Thank you. A little bit about Labsphere. We provide NIST traceable and calibrated solutions for people trying to measure, generate, or reflect light. And we've been doing it for over 40 years. We're headquartered out of North Sutton, New Hampshire, and that is where we do our primary manufacturing and engineering for our company. We have a wide range of solutions for the wide range of industries. The automotive industry itself is a growing area for us. Labsphere has a lot of off-the-shelf products, plus we have an engineering team that can help customize those products for a customer's particular need. We provide for automotive specifically systems for R&D, production, and out to the product sustainment levels as well. Our specific offerings for the automotive marketplace start with LiDAR reflectance panels, which we'll be having a lot in the AutoSens session about, and also getting into things like measuring LiDAR power and power over angle. And then we also have technologies that help test cameras and sensors. So those would be uniform sources to help do that. And systems that will make measurements of traditional automotive lighting technologies.
Oh, it sounds like you inhabit a fairly large space in the autonomous vehicle manufacturing and testing universe. So in terms of value proposition, you offer a wide selection. You have quite a large portfolio. You cover a broad stretch of the value chain, and you offer services as well. You don't leave the customer alone. You work with the customer to really find a solution.
Yeah, that's true. And probably our best value, if I take specifically the LiDAR area, as companies are working to test these units, let's say I have some LiDAR reflectance panels. Well, having a known reflectance calibration with that panel that you're testing against helps whenever you go to take that data to your OEM or partners or others in the chain that you're working with. And that calibration and validation aspect also plays over to things like uniform sources or measurement systems, where you need to have a calibrated and known system and also have an ability to have a customized system as well. So those are the values we're really bringing to our customers.
Do you find it often that when a customer buys, let's say one of these reflectors, that his or her customer will also purchase this equipment or these accessories, or in order that they make the same measurements and there are no conflicts, or if there's a conflict, they can solve the problem or sort of the issues?
Yeah, we are finding that, especially with LiDAR reflectance panels, which these panels can be fairly large, a couple meters by a couple meters. Some are much smaller. And yeah, that's a big value point, is that, okay, we're kind of a third party. All our things are traceable back to NIST, and those panels can then be purchased by different people in that value chain, and they have the same results to compare against. And there's, of course, that NIST traceable calibration that they can refer back to.
How broad is your view or perspective of the automotive or autonomous vehicle area? It seems you have a pretty good eye on what's going on in the industry and how things are developing.
Yeah, we see a lot of trends specifically with LiDAR companies. You know, obviously there's lots of companies now joining up with automakers and other people in the automotive chain. We've also seen the next round of R&D on LiDAR starting to take place, some planning for low volume production as well. And there's basically a tremendous uptick the last 6 months with LiDAR developers coming to us for solutions for the next round of testing that they're doing. But other trends also that we're seeing is the camera testing side. We're seeing companies that need to have spectrums to flat field their cameras with that give them noonday sun all the way down to sunset lighting levels. And so we have a history providing systems like this already to the remote sensing industry. And so it's just a natural turn for us to also provide those kinds of solutions to the automotive industry as well.
What's a typical turnaround time for such a project from when the customer comes and says, hey, I have the situation, I need to this and that, because he's on schedule too. How quickly do you come back with him and say, okay, here's a solution?
Yes, some of our off-the-shelf products, especially like LiDAR reflectance targets, will have like a 4-week lead time. There might be some other systems off the shelf that will have more of an 8-week lead time. And then as we get into custom projects, those can tend to draw out to maybe 8 to 12 weeks, depending on what the customization is that we're providing for the customer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then, do you have any closing remarks to sum up what?
No, thanks again for the interview. We welcome everyone to our virtual booth, and we're going to be doing a session on some of our new LiDAR reflectance targets. We've come out with some newer, lower cost targets, also some improved calibrations for those reflectance targets that give the full spectral range from 350 to 2400 nanometers, as well as providing specific LiDAR wavelength mapping options, so I can get a map of the uniformity of my target at 850 and 905 and 1550. And then we've also come out with a additional technology of a 1% target called a Spectra Black target that we're getting a lot of interest from. So this adds to our existing line of targets that go from 5% to 94% already. And anyway, we're glad to work with companies and helping them solve their test needs in our domain expertises, which are really measuring light, generating light, and reflecting light, and doing it in a known and calibrated manner.
Understood. Good. I'm sure the industry is looking forward to your next line of innovations and new products.
Thank you, Francis.
Excellent, Matt. Thank you very much. That was Matt Barr, Automotive Technologies Managers at Labsphere. You have been listening to great AutoSens content. For more, visit us at the AutoSens website. You can find us if you search on YouTube channel for search AutoSens. Thank you very much.